Martin Luther was a prolific writer. There are over 90 bound volumes of his works. And one of those volumes is called Table Talks. It wasn't written by him, but it was written by his dinner companions. For he would have all kinds of people sit down at a table with him, and the conversation would range from politics to families to religious matters. But whatever it was remembered and written down. From this, we get the table talks, sort of like this one. Katie, thanks for fixing everything in our meal today. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we really like these great containers, way better than the beer steins.
You do make great beer.
Oh, thank you.
I just finished reading the Small Catechism, but it lacks something.
Well, you know what? I think that maybe I ought to write a large catechism, maybe twice as large. I'm talking about why it is important for people to be baptized as infants. Do you think that would work?
Let me write that down.
I'm not sure, Marty, but your kids.
My
let me
darling
tell you-
kids?
Let me tell you, they had a rough day today.
Huh?
I'm about ready to tear my hair out. I don't know. Baptizing infants? I don't know. I don't know. Your kids? I'm not sure.
Just remember, once you're baptized, you're covered by God's love forever and ever. And do you have enough God's love in you to take care of my kids?
Let me write that down.
Today's modern family doesn't write down their conversations at their table. Instead, their tables look a little bit more like this. On the weekend of September 11th and 12th, we invite you to join us for Table Talks, and they will look a whole lot like this. Well, thanks everybody for participating in this. The question we're asking is, how are you really doing as a result of this past COVID year? For me, it was two different things. One, it was a challenge as a pastor to try and have worship services and do them by television. But that was sort of the difficult part. The good part was our family Zoomed every week, and I got connected with cousins and aunts and uncles who live on the other coast. So it was good and bad. Anyone else?
I had plans to go overseas to see my daughter who's working in Thailand, but because everything shut down over there, I couldn't go, so I was disappointed.
Well, my sister and I were able to remain productive. We cleaned out my mom and dad's house, and then we cleaned out the basement in another property, filled up 2 dumpsters, so at least we kept busy.
Now, what was interesting for us in our house, because I was expecting my 2 college student age kids to be in college, but they were home instead, so it was a different kind of year.
Thank you. Anyone else?
For me, it was stressful, but the business did well because everybody needs something to play with out in the yard or whatever because of the COVID, because he was home.
Well, it's great for you all to share. We really want these times around the table to be a time to reconnect. You see, gathering around the table is nothing more than an opportunity to get to know one another. Good food, a fellowship, and conversation make for great times together. Will you join us on our Reconnection Rally weekend and stay after worship for one of our table talk experiences while we have the conversation to talk with each other about what's really happening? Really?